everyone. Thanks for joining me. Happy Wednesday. I'm Denyse with Artist at Heart Paint Party, and today we're gonna honor and celebrate Memorial Day, which is Monday, by creating an American flag. And you can make any kind of flag that you want to. You can do it like me. You can do it yourself in any design or way you want to. So I always start with the silly warm-up practice sloppy copy, which I'm going to use just computer paper and a black marker so you can see it on the camera. I'm going to start with a rectangle-ish square shape, which is the blue part of the flag, and then there are 13 stripes. Now the square part, I want you to know, is slightly longer than half of the page because there will be 7 stripes by the time you get to the blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See that? And then 6 at the bottom. Okay, so let's sketch it out. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 horizontal line, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That, if I draw 6 lines, that makes 7 stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I screwed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot 1. 6, 7. Okay, so I got 7 stripes, and it should be right around the bottom of there. And don't worry if you make a mistake, because you know what? Our paint or our crayons or our color pencils will cover it, or you can erase. Plus, this is the sloppy copy. Just the most important thing is that there's 7 stripes from the bottom of that square up, and then there's 6 at the bottom, so that makes 13. So let's see if I can do this part right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So there's 6 stripes under and 7 above. Okay. Now you guys can do any kind of design you want. You could do stars that make a heart inside the blue part. Okay. Be creative. You guys can come up with words like thank you, freedom, USA, whatever you guys want. And I'm going to do little trees on mine. Now, the trees that I have, you guys know I like to change it up. You could just do like simple triangle silhouette trees across the bottom. Yesterday we did cherry blossoms. You guys can make those. So you guys can make little triangle trees, like pine trees, all the way across the bottom, okay? Be creative. I'm not going to start coughing today. Yes, I am. I got to tickle again. It's that time of year. Okay, there's my sloppy copy. Put it away. Now I'm going to go to my good one. So I'm on a 16 by 20 canvas. You guys use whatever you have. Let's try and not screw up my good one. But it happens. I make mistakes all the time. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's just do a horizontal line all the way across. We'll make it easier. And then I'm going to split it right here. So there's my vertical line. That makes it a little easier. So remember, we need to have 7 stripes in here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes 7 stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And remember, then I need 6 at the bottom because there are 13 stripes on the flag, which represent, do you guys know? Go ahead and chat in the chat room. What do the 13 stripes represent? Okay, and then I'm going to do a horizontal line, horizontal line, horizontal line, horizontal line, horizontal line. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys before we start painting or coloring some different ideas that you could do with your flag. Rachel, can you show some examples? Rachel's with us today, you guys. So Rachel's behind. Okay, that is a famous painting by an artist, an American artist named Jasper Johns. He did a series of flags in the United States after he served in the military. Thank you, Rachel. He's most famous. Look at that. I love that. The heart with the land that I love. I think that's very creative. Okay. Handprints, you guys. You guys can do handprints. Very cute and creative. And then the tree with the flag in the middle. Thanks, Rachel. Cool. And then I'm going to show you guys in a little bit the cherry blossom photos that I got from yesterday. Okay. Now, I told you guys I'd like to make them a little bit different. Thanks, Reagan. You're right. The 13 colonies. That's what the stripes represent. That's awesome. You guys are so smart. All right. So, oops. Let's try not to knock over the easel today. You guys know what happened the other day. Okie doke. So I'm going to make this one a little bit different, and I'm going to sketch it out because I'm going to paint over it. But I loved that heart. So I'm going to add a heart in here. When I show you guys those things, just to inspire you and give you ideas. So we've been working on trees so much that I thought we could add a tree in here similar to yesterday's. You don't have to make it a cherry blossom, but you could make it into a heart. With some branches, and again, I'm going to end up painting over all this, but I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas if you want. Or again, you can do it the other way, but so then you would just make some branches coming off of here. You can make some little leaves in here. But I'll add the details later. I just want to get the basics sketched out. Alexa, play Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. See, I remember today, you guys. I've been forgetting a lot. All right, so I'm going to start with the blue on this one. You guys know I usually go light to dark, but there is, now you know the normal flag is red. It starts with red. Red, white, red, white, red, white, all the way down. Pattern of red and white. Now, this one, I added some blue in there because we want it to look like a little bit like the sky. So I didn't put that much blue, but there is some blue mixed into there. If you don't want to mix blue in there, don't mix blue in there. So I'm going to start with this dark part. I'm going to just fill in that entire part. I'm going to paint right over what I just sketched out. I can still see through it. So Memorial Day is Monday. You guys are so smart. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what Memorial Day is all about? Do you know that? Everyone should know what Memorial Day is for. And you can be making this for somebody in honor of Memorial Day. Pay it forward. And I'm not being real neat. I'm not staying within the lines because, again, mine kind of blend together. It can look, you know, wavy. Did you see mine in the background over here? That's actually painted on a piece of aluminum fence. So it's very wavy and metal, and it usually hangs out on my deck. But I wanted to bring it in to show you guys. Okay, so there's my blue background. And again, if I want to put a little bit of, you know, blue in here, we know that there's not blue in the stripes, but because mine's going to look like the sky background, we could put a little bit of blue back there. Now, you know, if I end up mixing that blue and red, I'm going to get purple. I'm going to try not to get purple too much. I really don't want purple in my flag. I just want to stick with red, white, and blue and some black. Okay, so the very first stripe is red, you guys. And I'm using acrylic paint. I love acrylic paint. It's non-toxic. It's washable because it's water-based. But once it dries on your clothes, it's not washable, but it's washable on your skin, your hair. But anything fabric, so I'm using canvas. And canvas is like fabric. It's muslin with gesso on it. So once it dries, it's waterproof. All right, so we know the first stripe is red, so I'm just going to skip to the third one. And again, it looks cool if it's got a little blue in there, if it's a little bit, you know, darker in some areas. If you're using crayons, you can color it in, you know, you could outline it with black. You could just make it pure red. You can use a ruler if you want to use a ruler. Measure it all out. Tomorrow, you guys, we're celebrating the graduates. Rachel won't come on. She's shy. Not really, but she says she's shy. So she won't come on. But she is a graduate. She's getting ready for college. And we're going to do fireworks, which you guys have asked me several times to do. And I thought, what a perfect way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to do. I don't want to lose count. I have trouble multitasking. One thing at a time. Talking and painting. Sometimes I make mistakes. So Rachel's not going to come on, but my sister Darcy's going to come on, and we love this book for graduates. It's called Other Places You'll Go, and it's just a great book, to start your life, your career, whether you're graduating from high school or college. It's just a wonderful book. She's not going to read the whole thing, but she's going to read like the highlights, the best parts. And then we're going to make fireworks. Love it's a Dr. Seuss book. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. And then Friday, we have a virtual field trip to MoCA, which is the Museum of Contemporary Art here in Cleveland, Ohio. So for Friday, you're going to need to have some found objects. You can find leaves, sticks, rocks, caps, anything you want to make a print of. If you have like a piece of old fruit, that's always cool. Like you cut it open and you can paint on it and print it. So I'm not paying attention. So mine's pretty jaggedy, but again, I'll go over it. And a lot of this at the bottom for mine is going to get covered because I'm going to be doing those trees. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yay, I did it. Even with talking. Oh my goodness. I think a lot of you guys are finishing up school this week. At least here in Ohio, a lot of the schools end right before Memorial Day. All right, so you get the idea. Now, and you don't even have to do the white because the canvas is white, but I'm going to do the white. And it will look cool if you guys got some blue in it, but it's okay. Either way. Some red. I got some both, but I like the little streaks of it. Like Jasper Johns. Look him up. He did some really, nice flags. Okay, so you got the 13 stripes representing the colonies. Now, what about the stars? How many stars are there? And what do the stars represent? Let's see if you guys know that. And my flag that's in the back, that's on aluminum, it's got some brown in it. You want to add brown to make it look rustic or old. You can do that also. You can make your stripes wavy like it's blowing in the wind. Again, think of some good words. You could put, the Pledge of Allegiance on there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. You could write words on all the stripes. Thanks. Yeah, you're right, Leona. 50 stars to represent the states. Okay, so get it to where you like it. And again, if you want to go back into it with some darker stripes, you can. So I wanted to talk about the stars. You guys can take your time and draw out 50 stars if you want to. Again, you can make it in the shape of a heart and do like the stars in the shape of a heart. Now, what I did, which was really fun, but you got to be careful, is if you just take your paint and water it down a little bit, you can sprinkle the white paint on there, so it's like splattered. So that's what I did on the sample. I took my paintbrush, I dipped, like made a little puddle of water with the white paint, dipped it in there and sprinkled it, and it splattered the white paint, which is really, really fun. I'm gonna do maybe I should do that now. It's fun, but it's messy, you guys. I don't know if I really wanna do it in this room. Because my paintings, when I did it, my painting was flat. So I wouldn't do it up on the easel because then it might drip. So when you thin out your paint, it can drip, and I don't want mine to drip. So again, you can use the handle of your paintbrush to do little white dots, or you can take your time and you can do stars. But because I want to do a star in my tree, I'm not a star, I want to do a heart in my tree. So let's see. Let's try some black. And I want Rachel in a minute. Let me get this tree done, and then I'm going to have Rachel show some of the awesome cherry blossom trees. Maybe we should do that before. Show the cherry blossom trees from yesterday. That way you guys will be motivated with the trees. Beautiful. Lovely. So colorful. You guys are getting really good at the trees. Thank you. So again, I'm having trouble seeing my tree, but I know I wanted to make it into a heart. So let's start with the heart. The roots at the bottom. And my paint's still pretty wet, so I'm always telling you guys to have contrast. So you can see there's not as much contrast when the black is on the dark blue. Much more contrast when the heart and the black is on top of the red and the white. You could see it much better. So I can make it thicker so it shows up more. And then again, you guys can add some branches like we did yesterday. You can make them into words. You can make it say love, peace, freedom, thank you, Memorial Day. You can put the date and the year. Yeah, I definitely need some white stars on there. It's so dark on the blue. You could do a peace sign in there. I know you guys are going to come up with a lot more ideas than I'm even saying because you're so creative. We inspire each other. You guys give me ideas, I give you ideas. So I'm going to put some little just black silhouette leaves on. I'm just using the tip of my brush just to do some leaves. And again, you can make a cherry blossom on top of there if you want to. Or you can do the pine trees. So remember, just think little triangles, wispy brush strokes. I'll do one over there. So think of a triangle and these wispy lines. We don't want my painting to fall again today, do we? So Memorial Day is a day to remember all the people who served our country and died protecting us and serving us and fighting in the military. It's so often that people just take our freedom for granted. And, we just think everyone has it around the world, and they don't. So, again, the military that serves us, all the people that devote their lives in the military so we could have our freedom and keep us safe and protected, we thank you so much. And you deserve a lot more than we can ever say. You know what else would have been cool on here? We could have done white. We could have done a white tree, like half a heart with the white on the, maybe I'll do that. It might come out gray because it's so wet, but I'm having trouble seeing it on the screen. I could see it here on my canvas. Let me try this. Let's give it a try. Sometimes we just have to be risk takers and explore and experiment. I just really want you guys to see my tree in the heart. So let's highlight it with some white. Showing up better, that's called contrast. So maybe just part of it is, and I'll do my branches over here. So I'm just going over the black, so it's actually black and white up close, but you can see it better in the white. So no one knows your mistakes but you and me. So really, what happened? My black was too dark on top of my blue, so I decided to change it. I didn't start over. I didn't roll around stomping my feet on the ground. I didn't throw anything. I just came up with a solution. And that's the best part about art, is just get creative and come up with an idea. No one has to know, why I did this. They might be like, oh, I love your why. I'd be like, oh, thanks. Yeah, it was all planned out. No, it wasn't. But that's how, things happen. I'm going to show it to you up close. Come up with ideas. So you could see, look at that. So you see I did the black, and you could see it up close, but I like the black and white look. Maybe I'll even do a little bit of white on this side of it, the tree. You can give it some white lines, like texture, bark. Again, add some leaves to it. So I could have black and white leaves on that side. And those leaves are my stars. There you go. Now I don't have to sprinkle on that side, right? I could still sprinkle because it's so fun. So really, I just water down my white paint and I go tap, 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 tap. I wonder if I can do it. Probably not. Because if it taps all over, if it spills, it's going to drip down my canvas. But you can do it because it's really fun. So again, you just water down your paint so it's really thin, and then you sprinkle it. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. So it splatters. Or again, you could draw out the stars. And write some words on here. Add some words. You can, again, put freedom, put peace. I guess I went really quick today. You know why? Because I'm going to get my hair cut. When we're done here, I'm going to get it. Look how long it is, okay? This is my hair now for how many weeks? This is our 10th week, you guys. So tomorrow my hair is going to be shorter. I'm ready. I'm ready for a little bit shorter look. All right. What do you think? You think we're done? So you guys know my favorite part is when you come up on the screen. So Rachel's going to put a link. It's going to say StreamYard on it. And you click the StreamYard link. It brings you behind the scenes. It's called the green room, which is the waiting room. So it'll bring you back there. and then Rachel will bring you up on the screen. You do not have to be done. You can just show us what you've gotten done so far, or you can show us something that you did yesterday if you did the cherry blossoms, or even if you're just catching up and you're doing things, not in order, and you just did the May the 4th be with you, and you're just getting to your Star Wars one, share it with us. If you guys have one of those huge art galleries where you've been doing the paintings all along, okay, so yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, someone posted their picture with their whole art gallery. How's it coming? How you guys doing? All right, I keep going off the screen, so I'm gonna try to reposition myself so you guys can see me. See me. I wanna see you. All right, Rach. Hi, Leona.
This is mine so far.
Oh, that looks great.
And when I'm done, I'm going to put the Pledge of Allegiance on there.
That's awesome, and I love your t-shirt. Show us your t-shirt. Awesome, Cleveland rocks, and it's Ohio. Thanks, Leona. Oh, that's great. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hi, Tony. Is that Tony?
Hi.
Aw. Ooh, I like the colors. Oh, nice.
This is mine. I put 80 stars on there.
Wow.
And
That's ambitious.
This is mine. It's still a little wet, though.
Okay, it looks great.
She only put 50. And I'm still gonna. How many did you put on there? 40. 30. I'm gonna make another one.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. Oh my God, you guys, oh, I gotta hide that. That was a mistake. There goes one of my paintings. Now you can see my true aluminum flag. Okay, one of my easels just collapsed. Okay. All right, Rach.
Hi.
Hi, Adriana. I love it. Thank you.
Here's my artwork so far. And I use a toothbrush and dip water and white paint together.
I love a toothbrush. That's a great idea. Don't brush your teeth with it after. All right. Thanks. That's a great idea, you guys. If you have an old toothbrush, you can put the paint on the toothbrush and sprinkle that way. That's a good idea. Hey, Weldon.
Hi. This is mine, and the guy that's standing on the roof is saying, "I pledge allegiance to the flag," and Santa's dropping a pledge there, and I can say the whole one. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republics for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. I'm not just English, I'm also Chinese.
Really?
I'm also a Cub Scout.
Congratulations. That's awesome, Weldon. Thank you.
Bye.
That was so cute.
Hello.
Hi, Ava.
So I haven't been on in a couple days. I wasn't able to do this, but this is
the heart.
And yesterday I did a paint tutorial for my class because I'm doing something called a genius hour, and I chose art to be my genius hour. This was something I call it the stained glass window.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
I did a project on making your own aquatic center. And this is my aquatic center.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very complex. You need a pool, a diving pool, and all this. It was really fun.
It looks fun.
Doing this.
Thanks for doing it with me. Hi, Brianna. Look at Brianna's art gallery in the back. That's what I was talking about. That looks great. Yeah. I love your flag. Let me see it again. Very nice. Looks good. See you in a lot of minutes. Bye.
Hi.
Lola,
Hi.
that looks great. We love you. I love that. Send me a picture of that.
My mom said that my next neighbor, he's like
Veteran.
a
veteran.
veteran.
Mm-hmm.
My mom thinks.
We're gonna give it to someone. Please.
Oh, good. That's so nice.
When are we gonna do the dog painting?
Soon. Maybe next week I'll come up with a dog, okay?
Okay. I'm planning to get a dog.
Keep reminding me. Keep reminding me. Thanks,
Thank
Lola.
Bye. He's like a
This is mine.
veteran. My mom thinks.
We're gonna give it to
Oh, that came out nice. Oh, that looks nice. I think you're muted. Somehow you're a star. Let's see it now.
Bye.
That looks really cute.
He's
Nice
like
job. Hi.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Eileen.
This is mine. I did two because I wanted to do the White House and the president we have now is speaking, and the other one, and I did this one. I did and I put it glitter for the things.
I love glitter.
And I put USA in the middle. And I really liked this class, and I have some glitter.
Oh, pretty.
For it.
Thanks, Eileen.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Reagan. I love your shirt. Oh, that looks great. I love the colors mixing together. Show us your shirt. Let me see your shirt. That's so cute. Don't get dirty.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, Reagan. Oh, we love you, Denise. Thank you.
Hi,
Don't hold it up. It's dripping.
Zephyr.
You got that front apron on.
Yeah, and I got this yesterday.
Oh, wow. Fancy. So you know what? Like, there are artists, it might even be Jasper John, where he has the drips and he makes the drips part of the flag painting. So if you can't cover up those drips and you didn't mean to do it, it can be part of your artwork. You can make a drippy flag. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Thanks, Reagan.
Bye.
Bye. All right, I'm going to put that down for now. Hi, Kylie. Oh, bye, Kylie. Hi, Emma Bella.
Hi.
This is my flag.
Nice.
And this is mine.
Oh, you put the heart. Okay, that looks great.
And today we're going to go to a place in our town that
we won an art contest, grand prize, and first place. So we're going to go pick up our prizes.
That's awesome. What'd you guys do? What'd you make?
We colored in a picture, and then you just post it online and see how many likes you get. And we are the best.
Congratulations. Show us your prize tomorrow. I want to see what you won.
hear what we want.
Tomorrow, share. Do you know what you won?
I want a bike.
And I won money.
That's awesome. Good for you, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I'm sure if you ever entered a contest, you'd also win.
I haven't entered a contest since I was a little kid, like an Easter contest. Thank you, girls. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Dan.
It's not.
I won money.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Oh, you did your flag in the car?
Denyse.
Danny, your flag is great.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear
Hi,
you.
Denyse.
I love your flag. Good job, Danny.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So this is my drawing, my flag.
It looks great.
And that's
And I like your
that
shirt
I'm wearing.
with the stars. That's awesome, Danny. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hi, Kylie.
Hello, I'll work from.
Hi. This is mine.
Aw.
And this is my finished one from yesterday.
Oh, that looks great.
And I have a name for him.
What?
Mr. Sparkles.
I love that. Mr. Sparkles. That's a great name.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
doing this.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for doing it with me. Hi,
Hi.
Andrea.
This is mine.
Would you
I
write
took
it?
the page when the United States became a state from 1788 to 2020.
That's awesome. Great idea. Thank you.
Bye.
You guys are so creative, really. You come up with such awesome ideas. All right, now I'm trying to get my painting back on there. All right, I promise I'm going to get this room together today. Every day I'm like, oh, I'm going to get organized, and then I run around. I'm like, oh, I got to find my flag. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do that real quick. And then poof, before you know it, it's time to go on. So I love that you guys dress so cool to match the show. And I have a flag t-shirt, but I was getting all my good clothes painted on. So I was wearing my, different shirts, and then I would get paint all over them. So I didn't want to wear my flag shirt today because of that, because I am not a neat painter, you guys. Just today, look at this. Look at my arm. So I'm covered. My arm, my hands, I have it all over my clothes. I'm surprised I don't have it on my face, but I usually do. So I have to scrub up and go for my haircut. I'm really excited. Don't forget, tomorrow we're celebrating all the graduates with fireworks. And Friday we have our visit from Mocha virtually. So you guys, thanks so much for making art for veterans, for police, firefighters, for people in the military. Share it, pay it forward, be kind. And Lily and Liam are going to come on. Hi. Oh, those look great. Military, share. I love it. Hi, Lily and Liam.
My name is Liam, and this is what I did today. We really like your art classes.
Thank you, guys. And thanks for doing them with me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
All right. You know what I'm going to do real quick before we go? I'm going to show you up close my other flag. I did not make it. I bought it at a summer art festival. Usually I try to buy one arts and crafts thing over the summer. So again, this is outdoors. It's actually an old fence. You see that? And then an artist painted it with indoor-outdoor paint. So it's very rustic looking, and it hangs on my deck. But I thought it was super cool, very creative, and upcycling. So upcycling is like recycling, except they take an object that once was and they repurpose it for something else. So when you take a fence and then you turn it into art, that is upcycling. So here's my upcycling flag. Thanks again so much, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. It's Thursday. We're wrapping up. Oh my gosh, our 10th week. Unbelievable. I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks so much for doing this with me. Bye.